Hi, everybody. It is Wednesday, May 25th, and I got a short little kind of download last night, and I just want to kind of explain what was told to me, and that way maybe you guys can make some sense out of it too. But if you notice what's been going on lately, it's just, I know I've been talking about this before too, but it just never ends. They're, the control of what's going on is we're always they're trying to keep us in fear constantly. That's how they control us. So if it isn't killer wasp, it's going to be flying monkeypox, or it's going to be. It's just never going to end until we finally we're at the finish with this. We got to finish. We got to stop this control system. So what was kind of explained to me last night is, um, as far as the end of this control system, there's certain kind of markers that we're kind of watching out for. And first of all, there has to be world peace. There's we got to stop fighting each other. So that's why this last push over in the Ukraine was basically to try to just stop this from continuing. If you kind of get what I'm getting at. So it wasn't like an invasion from one country to another. It was literally just trying to stop the controllers, um, because they really had a strong, hold on that country. And now, hopefully, it's going to just wind down to nothing. That's kind of how I see this thing playing out. Sort of, it's a lot bigger than that. But as usual, I'm trying to choose my words properly in order to stay on this channel. Um, because everybody knows that we're still highly censored. So a lot of times I'm kind of cryptic, but it's not as if I'm trying to hide a meaning or something. It's just I'm just trying to keep this video on YouTube. So yeah, what I got last night was, they kind of showed me. They said, because we've come in here, not, I mean, all the star seeds and light workers, we've come in here to try to free Earth from this grip of being controlled. That's the main gist. And we've tried this a few times before. I know at least twice before, and we've failed. And I think whoever's holding on here right now, it knows that we've failed before, sort of. So from how I understand things playing out right now is, um, this particular timeline is locked down. So it's a positive timeline. We're gonna win no matter what. And as you can tell, things are slowly going forward. For instance, there's starting to come more disclosure about off-world things, if you know what I'm talking about, as well as, uh, the indictments of criminal politicians, if you know what I'm getting at there too. Like, a lot of this truth is coming out, but the problem most of us are having, including me, is this is going way too slow, just way too slow. But again, my guides have been telling me, they said, yes, this is actually behind about almost a year, or at least a year behind schedule. But because we don't want to lose this again, they're being extremely thorough. Um, because what I'm picking up on, and what they told me last night was, uh, there's a lot of uh, there's a lot of infiltration on the good guy side. There's a lot of, people that are kind of playing both sides just in case one side wins, things like that. And also, there's still people that are infiltrating this positive movement, this jailbreak, and they're still trying to hang on to power, whatever they can. And I get that. So what they were telling me is, they said these last 3 months in particular were kind of crucial. They were letting things play out, and they were gathering a lot of. It's almost like online chatter or whatever. They're playing things out, and I don't know exactly why. They have more access to information than us, but they're letting it play out for some reason, and they're watching this infiltration, and they're finding out who's doing what. I guess it's to make sure that this cleanup operation is really, really thorough. That's the best way for me to kind of explain it. And they said, well, they basically told me, I mean, like, see, whenever I say something on a video like this, you know that the bad guys are watching and analyzing it as well. So that's why it's really, it's almost like the less we say sometimes is better, because if I tell you what's really going on, I'm basically telling the controllers what's really going on, and that we're onto it. So kind of I've been backing myself off from day one, because it's like, well, I'll put it in a book and I'll publish it. Because if I tell everybody what I think is really going on, the bigger picture, which I've been trying to touch on from day one, and, the controllers, they don't want me to get that out if it's true. So, and again, I'm going back to my earlier videos, there's different stages of what's going on. There's like what's going on in your particular, particular city. There's corrupt criminals, and then there's people's countries, and then there's Earth, what's going on Earth, and then there's stuff that's going on off Earth, off world. And even above that is what I'm saying is like, there's a lot of stuff that's all contributing to what's going on, and there's a bigger picture. And because I've always been a bigger picture thinker, because like I'm always going, well, why? Well, how come that's doing it? Because there's always another reason the further out you go. So to me, it just only makes sense just to dig deeper all the time. And it's a lot, I gotta admit, it just gets too much, because I mean, a lot of times we think we could just solve our problems by the first layer, just like, well, if you don't like a job, get a better job or something like that. But what you could do, but to me, I'm always like thinking, well, who's controlling these jobs, and why are we working in the first place? Things like that. Like, I'm always asking bigger questions. So there isn't a simple solution a lot. Anyway, so that's kind of what I've been getting is they told me that they're finished kind of this discovery of this infiltration. I guess they kind of know who's on whose side, who's doing what. And in order for us to go forward, there has to be, we have to be stable. And I've always said that from day one. It's like, by this, there isn't just a simple solution to, just taking out a few bad politicians and putting in a nice guy there that could be compromised or something as well to help run us. This isn't about Earth politics. This is way bigger. This is bigger than that. And we don't want to just replace bad politicians with, meet the new boss, same as the old boss. We want to really solve Earth's problems, like, as in, like, so we're not being controlled anymore. And because, I mean, at least as far as I know, nobody wants to live in a world of war. We all want to live in peace. We all want to go forward. And that's the only way we can ever get ahead or do a positive timeline, is if we stop fighting and stop with this corruption. So that's ultimately what we're shooting for here. So when you hear people saying, well, we're here, fighting to free Earth, and, we're saving this planet, or whatever, however you want to put it, that's generally what the gist is. We've got to take away this control system. And it is really an interesting one. And when this all comes out in the end, it'll make more sense why they've been doing what they're doing. But we have to put an end to it. So, and it's working. it's working. But I got to admit, the same as you guys, so I'm wondering why is this taking so long? And like I said, they kind of explained it to me last night in a simple way. Anyway, we'll see what happens. But so I think I don't know. Like I said, I just kind of get some messages from outside, but I think that we're past this crucial point. I guess is what I'm saying. Um, so I think we could start to look at the world a little more positively as of June. Um, yeah, whether it's Nasara rollout or whatever. But I think that we've turned a crucial corner. So if I can, hopefully that'll make people feel a little bit better going forward. Anyway, so this is just my short update for today. That was the information I got. So hopefully it'll make sense to somebody out there. I'll talk to you guys later, maybe next week or something. Goodbye.